welcome back to the channel. Excited to have you with us here today as we dive into the really exciting world of AI presentation tools. Excited to show you what AI presentation tools are out there, how to leverage them, how to use them. Before we get started, we know what to do. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications because we make videos about once a week. Of course, if you like this video, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, click the thumbs down button twice. Before we get started as well, too, I want to let you know of two different things. That way you're aware. Number one is the presentation tool software called Visme. I do have a referral code for that. If that is of interest to you, please note that you are supporting this channel and this work when you use that specific referral code. Also, the tool called Presentations.ai partnered with them to do a giveaway of their pro license. And so what you need to do to be entered into a random drawing for the Presentations.ai pro license, all you need to do is, number one, be subscribed to this channel, leave a comment on any video you want to between now and November 9th. Each comment is an entry, and I will randomly pick a winner and announce the winner on November 11th on my LinkedIn page. So make sure, if you're not following me on LinkedIn as well, go ahead and follow me there on LinkedIn. So speaking of Visme, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with these guys first. Here we go. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the same basic prompt for every single one of these different presentation softwares or presentation tools. That way we can compare apples to apples. For this one here is we're going to say, create a presentation on how to use ChatGPT in a public works department. What I like about this so far is it's giving me kind of a chat bot feel to it and asking some follow-up questions. And let's go with benefits of using ChatGPT. Let's look at the different styles we have here. All right, here, different ways of doing this. And let's go ahead and pick a random one I like so far. Let's go with this guy right here. Use the style. All right, the website is, or rather the design is ready to go. It took a little bit of time for it to load up, but I think overall, I think it's worth it. And again, we say a long time because we're just used to so much fast, instantaneous results. But I think overall, we'll like the design of this here. So it's going to create the project for us. Benefits of using ChatGPT in public works. We can change the different pictures. We can change the color things there. So we can even do this, and we can, here's, different call to actions. We can do adjust the color palette or things like that. We can do background remover of this image, for example. If we just wanted the image of the cat, it costs money to do that. To subscribe to that, it's a pro version. But if you want that, right? If you want that ability to do that right here in the presentation software, that is an option too. And actually not a bad option as well. It's something you're probably going to use more often than maybe you think of it, especially if you have a really cool image, but the background just doesn't look right. It's a great software or a great tool to have. So here's the first slide, introduction. One thing I want to show you this too. So I'm going to try, let's see if I can do this here. I'm going to zoom up a little bit here so you can see this a little better. Take this out of the way. What image do we have here? It's some kind of construction site here. You can see the arrows going back and forth there for the roadway. Let's go this one here too. Another picture. Here's a definite construction site right here. Looks like some kind of maybe some road repair going on here. On this one, we can do this. We can actually have it a little maybe different. There we go. Looks a little better now. That way we can see it. Here's the agenda and handling inquiries efficiently. We can look at a section break here. ChatGPT can handle inquiries from the public, providing instant responses to frequently asked questions, routing complex queries to relevant departments. All right, here, handling inquiries. You can bring in different graphs for this too. We can also project management assistance. So it's giving me some really good, I like it so far, right? I like how this is bringing in different things here. I like the images it's bringing in. I also like the fact that it's not all the same, right? A lot of presentations all look exactly the same, and it's really boring. It's an image on one side of the page or one side of the slide deck and just text on the other in bulletized forms, kind of the traditional PowerPoint thing. And I like this style a lot better. It breaks things up, makes it a little more easier for the audience to stay engaged because you're not used to looking at the same thing every single time. It's a good feature to have there. All right, so far so good. Enhanced team communication we have here. Just kind of going through this differently. What they have. All right, so far so good. The one thing I noticed in this video and this presentation software, A lot of images of cats. So a couple of cat pictures there, one at the beginning of the presentation too. I'm not sure exactly why it brought in these different pictures of cats. Maybe because they know that a lot of public works yards have cats that hang around. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about public works yards. A lot of the ones that have been around happen to have a adopted stray cat that the folks in the yard and the workers take care of and feed. Not an official pet, but just one that kind of hangs around because the public works employees feed it and take, put food and milk out for the cat or something like that. So maybe that's what it did it. Not 100% sure why, but so far so good. I think this is a really cool presentation. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like presenting this from the beginning. So here, click present, loads it up, benefits of using ChatGPT in public works. And again, not a bad transition. We're looking at transition, how it brings stuff in, what it looks like on the larger screen. So far so good. All right, so not bad at all. I like this a lot. I think it's really cool. I think this is a great AI presentation software. And again, like anything else, you want to make sure you go back and check the work, make sure that it is really what you want to say, what you wanted to describe and present. And obviously, you can edit all this stuff here too. So we can change this to how to use ChatGPT in Public Works, for example. We can change all the stuff here. But again, not a bad thing at all. Really, really awesome. I like Visme a lot. I think it's a really cool tool, really cool software, and I hope you enjoy using it as well. So the next one we're going to look at is called Tome or Tome. Is different ways of doing this. This one, I think it's important to mention too at the gate is there's not a lot you can do with their free version of it. In fact, almost next to nothing. So I do have a paid version for this. So what I'm going to show you is the paid version, but that way you know what you're getting into with this one. Same thing we're doing is a presentation on how to use ChatGPT in public works. First, it starts with generating the outline and then generate. I could have picked different layouts for this one. I'm just going to go ahead and just click generate right away and see what it comes up with. All right, let's go ahead, take a look at this. Leveraging ChatGPT in public works, overview the technology, applications, enhancing citizen engagement, streamlining operations, case studies and success stories, challenges and considerations, future opportunities. The one thing that I would say on this one, if I go ahead and I'll present it first as we go through it, and I'll explain why Tome is okay, but I'm not actually the biggest fan anymore of it, is you'll see here, this is very, very text heavy, right? A lot of text, a lot of information on this. And the one thing that I think is important with doing presentations is less text, more images, and more graphics, because you as a presenter want to be the star of the show and be able to describe what's going on, not necessarily the text itself. So that's just something that I've picked up through the years of doing presentations is you want less text on your screen behind you or in front of you, whoever you're presenting at, and more about you knowing the information. Nobody wants a presentation where somebody reads the slides. Don't do that, please. Don't. No, that's not good. So this kind of leans more to you have to be reading the slides and this kind of thing, which I don't think is a good, not a great way to do presentations. Streamlining operations. Here we have the one slide looks like that has actual images or graphics on it. So again, not a huge fan of that. So something for you to know, right? It's fine if you're creating a quick presentation on something that you want to quickly put together. Maybe this is something you want to use for a slide presentation outline or something like that, not the actual presentation. But I think it's important for you to know this. These are sites that are very popular, and what we're doing here on this channel isn't necessarily assigning who the most popular one is. Therefore, we have to agree with everything they do or they say. We're looking for the ones that are the best to leverage in local government. And so Tome, for right now, it's fine, but I think it leaves a lot to be desired. Next one to look at is one called Gammas, gamma.app. Let's create a new one. Again, we can use it with AI. We're the exact same kind of thing. We can generate from text, from a file or URL, or generate here. I should mention this too, right? On the Visme one, while I have thinking about it, if I go back to the Visme site, let me go back here real quick, log in, that way we can see this. Okay, when we create with AI here on this little chat bot, we can actually bring in a URL as well too. Only attach one link or document per conversation. We actually do the same thing too. So we do the same thing with importing with a URL here in Gamma, but I forgot to mention that in Visme, so I want to remind you that that is also there. So let's create with AI, and let's say how to use ChatGPT in public works. Generate the outline. I'm gonna pick shuffle theme. I'll grab a random one. That's fine for now. Let's generate this. The one thing I like about Gamma as it's doing this, so the Visme, I like their chatbot feature that they had to build a presentation, ask questions first. I thought that was a really fun way to be able to get insights for them to ask questions and on the details of it, doing that through a chatbot. I think it was really, really cool and insightful. But what I like about Gamma here is instead of having me wait and not see the slides being created, it actually generates the slides for me right in front of my face. So I can see that. It's just a little thing here and there that I think makes Gamma stand out, but it's kind of a cool thing. Let's go ahead and look at this from the beginning, and then we'll do the present this from the start as well. Again, how to use ChatGPT in public works. Right away, what I like about this is it has images. Unlike the previous one we looked at, not have images. This one's images, and it looks like there's an image, looks like an AI generated image of some sort of a construction worker at a construction site. So relevant to the theme of the presentation as well. Other one I'll see too that I mentioned is look at where the images are located at. Here you have one on the right side, and then no images, and then one on the top as a header image, and then again on the right side, no images in this one, and then one on the left side, right? It's breaking up the visual, breaking up where the text is going to, and it really helps the audience and helps the folks seeing this presentation stay engaged because they were looking, okay, where's the text at? Where's the information at? They're moving their eyes around, staying engaged with the content, as opposed to have everything the exact same way, which we don't want to do when doing presentations. So not bad, not a bad presentation. It's relevant. The pictures are somewhat relevant to the topic at hand, with the exception of maybe a couple things right here, but it's relevant at least to the slide maybe itself, maybe not to the theme of the overall presentation, but it's not off base, right? We're not getting something completely random or anything like that. It's at least doable. Let's go ahead and click present here. And let's go back to the beginning for this slide deck. I'll go back to slide number 1 here. Okay, slide number 1, how to use ChatGPT in public works, introducing ChatGPT, a powerful assistant. Again, just kind of going through. And again, notice how your eyes don't know where to look right away on the next slide because the text and images break things up. So boom, right before you're looking at the left side, now your center and reading things this way. And now I'm in the right side. Now, one thing cool that's also interesting about the Gamma is you can turn on spotlight. So I can spotlight this and have it go through line by line, 24/7, self-service assistant, empathetic responses, seamless handoffs, deeper connections, next slide. Again, so on. We can actually spotlight that. That's kind of a cool feature as well, too. I'll turn that off. So overall, Gamma is really awesome. I should mention this as well. I do believe that Gamma gave me a free or allowed me to get access to their pro version for their site here. So thank you to Gamma for that support here, this channel. Do appreciate that. But I will mention that as well too, just for transparency and for that way as you're watching this, you know what this looks like. So again, Gamma, really, really powerful tool. One of my favorite AI presentation tools that are out there just because of the versatility of it, how I can change things so quickly, how quickly it makes the presentations, the smart layouts, the card templates, the images. I can actually edit accent image, or I can do surprise me. So I can do this, surprise me, right? I can do different pictures here. I can keep pushing this all day long. I can edit the accent image and do something different. I can do AI images instead. So really, a great feature to quickly change the picture right there. I can do the same thing with this one as well. I can do surprise me. It can give me that kind of a basic one right there. Well, that being said, let's go to the next presentation software. And the next one is going to be Beautiful.ai. And let's create a new one here in Beautiful.ai. Let's create presentation. Again, generate with AI, same thing. And we're going to say a presentation on how to use ChatGPT in Public Works. There we go. Here is our slide deck here. Introduction to ChatGPT, ChatGPT in Public Works process, a quote allegedly by Bill Gates. Gives me a little bit deep about a city here. Obviously, you want to edit this to make sure it's relevant to you. The team here. This is a little weird with all the hands over Jasmine Patel, the business analyst. Kind of an odd AI image. It looks like this one looks like there's like a hand come out of his face there. So a little bit of an uncanny valley moment right there. OpenAI, ChatGPT use cases, comparison, manual versus ChatGPT assisted task, automation partners. Interesting, brought in the Civic Plus logo, I believe, for that one. So, okay. Implementing ChatGPT in Public Works, benefits of ChatGPT. Okay, pretty basic presentation. The one thing I noticed too is I believe if I look at this right here, this guy, this slide, and this slide right here seem kind of repetitive, but that's just me. So let's go back to the beginning and look at what this looks like with the presentation itself, because the transition, things like that, that's what we want to see. So let's go here and let's go ahead and look at presenting this. Let's see here, click the play button. All right. Introduction. Another odd thing here too is it looks like it used the marijuana logo for natural language processing. Not entirely sure why that would be the logo for it, but okay. Alrighty. And let's go ahead and click the next one. Here's the quote. Again, it's fine. Again, that this Jasmine Patel guy or gal, or I just not 100% sure if I get behind this. You see the hand like coming out of his face there, and all the hands all over him or her. Yeah, a little different, a little weird, but that's why you use, if you're having an image of your public works department team, use real images. You will avoid that altogether. All right. Again, it's not a bad presentation thing. Some images and things like that kind of off, but it's fine. Beautiful.ai, it's a fine presentation tool thing. It gives you what you need to get done. I just think since there's others out there that do so much stuff better, Beautiful.ai has a lot to work on to make it a favorite of mine, to make me want to use it a lot. Maybe from time to time, just to see if anything new or anything like that came out, I'll use it. But for now, it's not going to crack the top 5 for me. The last one we'll look at then is Presentations.ai. Let me go ahead and log in. And again, this is the one that if you want to get a free version of the Pro license for Presentations.ai, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment on any video on this channel between now and November 9th, and you'll be entered to win the Pro version for this. Let's start with a prompt. And for this one, we're going to say a presentation on how to use ChatGPT in Public Works. And let's do something real quick here before we do this. Let's go back and I'll show you something really cool we can do with Presentations.ai. So I'm going to go to Perplexity. I'm going to say, how are local government public works departments using ChatGPT? Okay, gives me this different site here. I'm going to convert this to a page. Okay, then I'm going to click publish, copy the link, go back to presentations.ai, add that, and then click submit. The website URL, we can change the website URL for the brand options. We can do colors here just to make it gray for now. You can change the font, do that one for now, create presentation. All right, so here we have it from start to finish. How does ChatGPT in Public Works? introduction, understanding the need, integrating into communication, automating routine tasks, data analysis, reporting, improving community engagement, training. So right now it's bringing the city of perplexity. What I was curious about was this. I was curious to see if I brought in the perplexity link, if it would create the presentation from that link. It looked like it brought it in as simply the logo or the brand of it, which wasn't 100% trying to do. I'm sure if I played around with it some more, I could get it to work in that specific way. But I was trying to see if I could do research in perplexity and turn that into a presentation. I'll see if I can figure out the next video how to do that. But overall, not bad. Pretty easy to engage. And again, I like the breakup of how it has different images in there, when to find stuff, how to get it. The image of the microphone right here is interesting as a image, kind of a different quirky way of saying that as opposed to traditional image like you have right here. Let's go ahead and look at this. We can actually do this. We actually can click this image right here. We can replace it and we can say public works, and let's find an image of something public works related. Let's say a traffic cone, and let's insert this hammer right here. That works for now. There you go. Now there's a hammer there. And I like how it can bring the image in. It's already, the background's already gone. Has that cool 3D view of it where it looks like it's kind of laid on top of it. Looks like a real image of something as opposed to kind of a flat picture of other things. So kind of a cool feature there. Let's go ahead and present this. We can see what it looks like from start to finish. I'll go to the beginning. I'll go to the beginning. How do you ChatGPT in public works? Introduction. Understanding. We're gonna move this pretty quickly that we can just see it. Data analysis, reporting enhancement, improving community engagement, training support for public works staff, case study, future trends, conclusion, and there we go. Now, one thing that's kind of cool about this and why I like Presentations.ai, and why I think this is really awesome, is you can actually put this into PowerPoint. If you click place order, it'll export this. You can buy it with credits. And then in the next 15 minutes, we'll get a PowerPoint presentation of what we have right here, which is super helpful because sometimes what happens, we create a presentation in a software like this, and we go to present, and the place we're in does not have internet or has limited internet capabilities or things like that. And so this is really, really cool feature. That's why I'm excited to partner with them for the giveaway, because of things like this specifically. I don't know if any other AI tool out there or AI presentation tool out there that has something similar to this. I think this is awesome. Really, really awesome. So, and here is that presentation that not perplexity, that Presentations.ai sent to us. Here it is. Again, the same thing, but now in PowerPoint. Makes it a little easier, not easier per se, because the Presentations.ai, and how you get much more easier than AI presentations. But if we want to do something within PowerPoint and leverage the two together, here we have that right in front of us. So really awesome. I'm just blown away by the fact that we can do this in today's day and age. We're not limited to the traditional PowerPoint and things like that. And think about it this way, right? How much time would have taken us to do all these presentations? We literally created 5 different presentations and in 5 different softwares. How long would that have taken us? It would have taken us a long time to do, right? Taken us a long time to put the presentation together, figure out how to do that. And we did that in less than 30 minutes altogether. So really, really great, the different tools that we can use, and hope this is helpful for you. Hope this is helpful to see what's out there, what's good, what maybe you don't want to go towards. And again, I'm saying things because of what I like in a presentation, slide deck and things like that. Presentations, the most important thing is to make it your own. And so if you like all the text and things like that, that's your style, lean into that. It's totally fine. Use tools like Tome or tools like Beautiful.ai that lean into that kind of style. There's no right or wrong style on presentations. So this is just my personal opinion, my personal preference. I like images. I like breaking up the text and things like that. If that's not your style, there's nothing wrong with that. And I hope you leverage AI presentation software that meet your style and what you want to have. I just want to show you that there are options out there. That way, it's not a one size fits all approach to everything. And that's what I don't like about PowerPoint as much, is because it very much feels like a one size fits all approach. It's a lowest common denominator type of presentation software. We have so many options today, and I really hope you enjoyed learning more about AI presentation software. You know what to do. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Please leave a like if you like this video. If you don't like it, again, smack that thumbs down button twice and leave a comment below and enter yourself to win a free pro version of not Perplexity. I keep saying Perplexity, of Presentations.ai. Perplexity is great too, but that's a different video for a different time. Right now, we're looking at AI presentation software, and Presentations.ai so far has been the star of this show today. So until next time, have a great rest of the day, of the week, of the month, of whatever you have going on. Have a great one.